Yeah, Willie Cauley-Stein almost got a second chance opportunity, being very active early.
Chris Paul and the Clippers now with 3 threes in this opening quarter.
Blake.
Chris Paul. Boy, the three-pointers really becoming a factor now, Jerry. That's 5. That was beautiful basketball.
Sure was, and that's the perfect shot for Galloway. Normally going to make a high percentage of those. Chris Paul's going to make a high percentage of those.
Yep, that's his third in 3 tries. Paul, shot clock winding down, and he scores. 13 for Chris Paul, and he leads all scores.
Against Farrell. We'll test the kid. Jump shoot over him and score.
Well, that's a heck of an individual play, but it's another failed offensive possession, in my opinion.
Going to be a whistle, never came. Shot was missed. Rick in the ear of the officials. Chris Paul to the basket.
Stops. Look at
Poked
Chris.
away. Rivers ahead to Griffin. Into the corner, CP3. Reddick wants it out front. Paul said, I'll do it myself. Bingo!
Jay kept that alive.
Shoots, scores. It was his first points of the second half.
It's a three-pointer. That was the second personal on Blake Griffin. Paul will try to get it back, and he does.
Paul outside the arc will shoot for 3. Bingo! Oh, what a timely 3 ball.
They're going to go to work on it.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. CP3 scores easily.
I'm in the NBA, even despite the 5'8" size.
The lob, the jam! Paul to Jordan. Paul outside the 3-point arc. Shoots in the circle for 2.
Just had his way right there with Jared Dudley.
Himself from him was picked up by Warren. 4 on the clock. Got to get it going. Fire it, hit it.
And DJ had a free run at the board, too. Do I really take a shot every time like he did during that stretch?
Paul will rise for the jumper and got nothing but the bottom of the net.
He's been pretty good since the All-Star break. 11.7 assists a game in that time frame.
Paul gets to the baseline for the jump shot in the basket.
That looked a little better.
Getting the opportunity he's getting if Knight and Bledsoe were playing. He'd be getting his minutes, but he wouldn't be getting these number of looks.
Likely, so it's not the end of the world if you don't get it, but there's a chance still to get it, so might as well go for it.
Paul taking charge.
The other way and set him up. They're going to go to Chris in the post, I think, against Little Ulis.
Down low, Blake Griffin by himself.
What a pass. What a pass.
Backs off. Lead bounce pass in heavy traffic. Ripped away by Paul.
And think of his left hand and still doing that.
And come down and scores. What a play by CP3.
But he used that disappointment from last year as motivation as Paul lines it up and hits the 3 on the near side, but tried to go reverse. Pass finds its way to Griffin for an easy 2.
Griffin doing a very good job running down the length of the floor.
And can't get the tip to go. And Reddick throws it ahead. Griffin has Gordon on him. Count it, and a foul. Great recognition on the mismatch.
This just in, right?
Austin Rivers, and Rivers knocks it down.
Again, matched up on Jordan. Had it stripped, thought he got fouled. 3-on-2 the other way. Blake Griffin.
A couple years ago, that would have been a monster slam.
18-2 run right now. Griffin, he had 3 3-pointers the other night. He had a 43-point game.
Steve Nash has me by 1. I have a tough time sleeping sometimes. I think I got 1 in me, believe it or not.
J.J. Reddick knocks down the jumper.
Where the clock was dwindling down to.
Chris Paul upset with somebody. As Bamute in double figures, he's got 11. Paul, nice feed. 10 assists for Chris Paul. Let his team down by 24. Paul thought about a three. Harden guarding him. Paul kicks it out Rivers. Rivers sets up and knocks it down. And Mike D'Antoni quickly calls timeout.
Chris Paul with the basketball. Rolling is DeAndre Jordan. They score more roll points than anybody in the league, too. Chris Paul, though, doesn't go that way this time as he hits the jump shot.
These are defensive, so you can see why one team is up by 30.
And they give Chris Paul a wide open look. Griffin from the high post. Pretty good passer. Averages about 5 assists a game is Blake Griffin. Second among big men. Chris Paul with 1 to shoot. That's all he needed.
Paul circles the wagons. From the corner, 3 ball.
And he's fouled.
Oh,
and he's fouled.
Oh my. Paul back in the attack. Got to the goal, banked it in.
Did you see where that screen occurred, Ralph?
Collects the rebound. Number 9 for Blake. He and Jordan, the pair of 9s. Paul.
Again, a high drag screen. So much good going on with Chris Paul in the post and Blake Curlin that the addition of Spates right now, they might catch him napping.
Jump shot in the basket. Clippers push it up. Griffin to Paul. Looks off the defenders. Bingo. 3 ball by Chris Paul.
They're pushing and they're playing.
Once again, no news to report on Joel Embiid, here to visit some doctors in L.A. Chris Paul, and I think he sensed that some contact was coming. He got the bucket. Redick was on the bench 3 of 9. Paul, in the meantime, just doing his thing, and that's what he does. Chris Paul, great footwork, keeps his dribble. At Portland.
Well, looking to redeem himself, and how about that? Turning the corner off of that nice little screen, squares up and knocks it down.
Yeah, Chris Paul hasn't missed from beyond the arc. 3 of 3. He's got 21. Wawa Cabarrot now in charge of the 9-time All-Star. Just doing his thing. Wow. How many things did he do there? He kept his dribble. He's looking all over. His head's on a swivel with a big guy rolling in. Second start with 7 points.
I didn't see a push-up. I saw Timmy's left arm trying to hold its space against the bigger defender.
Chris Paul hits the 3. He is 4 of 4 from beyond. He's got 26.
For them at the point guard spot, especially on the defensive end of the floor.
Well, they've been hunting ever since Darren Williams left. Jump shot in the basket by Chris Paul.
He absolutely was looking for a 2-for-1.
Not much happening offensively so far in the second half.
Is he really going to shoot one over Gobert? Wow.
Bingo from the corner. Chris Paul down the corner with 5 on the clock.
And Gobert was kind of there, so Chris
Paul's
is going to
have to shoot it. Over Dia. Bingo! Man. How well is he playing? One, so try again. In his face, the jump shot in the basket. He's otherworldly here tonight. That's 28.
In this end, you're facing their set defense. Their set defense is, top 2 or 3 in the league.
Paul's jumper is good.
Well, he's got 30 for the second game in a row.
14 seconds to go. Gobert is on him. He'll shoot the 3. Bingo.
That's his 11th 3 in a game.